Hi everyone, and welcome to your mat Pilates class. Today we are going to be featuring some little dumbbells if you have them. Okay, so I did say in my last video that we would be stepping things up a notch. So today we're going to be using those. However, we are going to get started with our warm up. So just popping those weights in a handy position where you can grab them when you need them. So we're going to start with our feet hip width distance apart. And we're just going to roll through the shoulders to start feeling through our body and start to go up and down through your feet. So rolling in and out and up and down, just feeling what's happening at the bottom of your body, where we are going to rely on our feet to respond when we want to bring in some balance and stability into our exercises. Okay, so then checking that they're hip width distance apart. We're going to take a big inhale up and reach back. And then exhale and push it away. Inhale, rise up and reach. Exhale and push. And again, two more like that. One more. And then this time, hold it up the top, big inhale, reach. Reach through from the sides of your waist. So reach up a little bit further for 5, a bit further for 4, a bit further for 3, further for 2, furthest of all for that last 1. Feel that waist grow, feel the core switch on, and then bring it all the way back down. We're going to go ahead and tuck the chin, scoop the belly, and peel away from an imaginary wall behind you for your first roll down. So holding it at the bottom, take an inhale, and then on the exhale, push the floor away with the feet as you scoop that belly, tuck the chin slightly, and roll up. Inhale, reach up overhead. And then exhale, bring it back down. And let's go again, peeling away from your imaginary wall behind you. Hold it at the bottom, take an inhale. And then exhale, push the floor away, scoop the belly and round up. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, big reach. Remember, from the sides of the waist as you do that reach. And then exhale, bring it down. Scoop, tuck, and roll away from your imaginary wall. Hold it at the bottom, keep your fingers on the floor. Just rise up and down through alternate feet so you get a stretch through your tendons, all up through the back of the leg, into the calves. And just holding it here for another few repetitions, finding some flexion, some flexibility in the back of that body now for 3 and 2. You can just let your head hang heavy there as well. Last one. Okay, bend the knees slightly, push the floor away with the feet, and we're going to round up again. Okay, so from here, take your hands to the waist, and we're going to just come up to the toes of the right foot. You're going to lift that kneecap towards the ceiling, and then back down again. Lift it up and down, and lift and lower. So imagine a string pulling your kneecap up towards the ceiling. This hip is centered. We're not letting it jut out to the left. All right, we're going to hold it up and do some little pulses, just like that kneecap is being lifted by a string up to the ceiling with hardly any release. So you want to control the release. That's the key in this one. We're starting to strengthen through the hip flexor and feel some warmth coming through your quads now for 5, 4, 3, 2, and take it back down. We're still going to be having the major weight on that left foot for now. Good. We're going to go into an external rotation, do little lifts and lowers again through the hip flexor, this time with that external rotation, starting to warm up and also strengthen through the hips. Doesn't matter how high you come, it doesn't have to be very high. Okay, so lift and lower there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back down. We'll just do those to the other side. So light through the left leg, lift and lower through the kneecap again. So let's lift it up. Again, think of that string pulling the kneecap up towards the ceiling. Draw this right hip in now. Make sure it's not scooting out to the right side. And lower down with control. And this time hold it up. We'll do those little pulses. Good. Just hardly any release. So that's the control that you've got on the release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. External rotation as you begin your little lifts with that straight leg. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Stay as still as you can in that upper body. You want to find strength and stability through your torso, through this standing leg, through that standing glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1. Bring it back down. Feet are in a first position here now. So we're just going to rise up and then back down, finding your balance onto those toes. And rising up, bring it down. Feeling through those feet again. Feeling that lift come all the way across the front of your foot, not just through that bit, the knuckle of the big toe. 4, and 3, and 2. And seeing if we can hold it up here for that last one, and maybe bring those arms out to the front and just pulse down here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up and roll back down again. Okay, so that right foot, we're going to step it out to the side and then back together, then the left foot out to the side. Bring it back in, stepping it out and back and out. Warming up a little bit deeper now. Inhale down, exhale back together. Inhale, exhale. One more to each side before we add a few pulses. Okay, let's pulse for 3 now. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in. 3, 2, 1. Back together. 3, 2, 1. And in. 3, 2, 1. 2 more each side. 3, keeping the shoulders back, soft elbows. 1 more each side. 3, 2, 1. And 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in together. So I've just turned my mat around, so I'm facing you, and we have got our dumbbells in the hands. So let's come to about the center of your mat. We're going to take that right foot up to the tippy toes. And again, just make sure that you don't lean off into that left side. Pick it up and take it back into a lunge and then tap it forward. Lunge and curl. And lunge back. Curl forward. Take it back. Curl. And back. So just starting to build up some intensity now. A little bit of weight in the hands. Down and up. 4 more. 3. And 2. And hold it back here. Okay, so we're coming into a curtsy lunge, then back to a lunge. Curtsy lunge and back to a lunge. Curtsy lunge, back to a lunge. Curtsy and back. Curtsy and back. 4 more here. 3 and 2 and 1. Hold it here, step it forward. Take it up into a shoulder press. And we're going to lift that knee up. We've got 4 here. We're building up a sequence, guys. 3, 2, or 1. Hold it here. And we're going to lift and lower through a battement in that straight leg. Maybe with arms overhead. Maybe you can bring them down. And 4. Keep reaching through the waist. 3, 2, 1. We're going to bring it back and into our lunge for 4. 3, 2. Hold it back on the next one. And 4, back to curtsy. We pulse it back. 3. Pulse it back. 2. Pulse it back. 1. Bring it through. Lift it up. Lower down for 3 more. 3, 2. Hold it up. Take that leg down. Battement 4. 3, 2. Let's break that down to 2s. Let's go. Back for 2 lunges. Good. Next time we hold it back. Let's go into curtsy. That's 1. And 2. Bring it through. Lift for 1. 2. Hold it up. Take it down. 2. And let's take that into a flow. We go back to lunge. curtsy, bring it back, bring it through, lift, tap and up. Take it down for a battement, bring it back, let's go. Curtsy, back, lift, tap and lift, hold the arms, take it down, battement, lift, bring it back, and to curtsy. Back through, shoulder press, tap and lift, shoulder press, hold the arms, battement, bring it back, and curtsy. Good, we're building that nice pace, strong pace with control, and lift, bring it back, cross it over, and back, shoulder press, hold the arms, and up, bring it back, lunge, curtsy, down, push, down and up, and battement, bring it up, take it back, 3 more repetitions through, and lift, down and up, hold the arms, battement, take it back, 2 more, curtsy, back, pull through, lift, knee lift, battement, 1 more, and back, curtsy, and up, knee, and battement, and holding it here, bring it down. Nice work, guys. We're going to do that through to the other side now. So lifting up onto the toes. Let's go back, and through, and back. Cool. Inhale down. See if you can get that back knee down towards the mat. A little closer towards the mat. 5, 4. Keep the body as centered as you can. And 2. Hold the next one back. Let's curtsy. If you have a mirror that you can work with, that's really good to just make sure that you check on your alignment. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bring it through. Knee lift up and down, and up. 3, 2. Hold the arms, battement, and 4, 3. Feel those abs working. 1, bring it back, step back. 4, lunge only. 3, and 2. Hold it back, go into curtsy. 4, and back. Don't forget that pulse when you come back. 2, that's it, yeah, no cheating. 1, bring it through, lift, tap the toes for 4, 3, 2. Hold it up, and now lift and lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. We have 2s. Down and up for 2. Good. Step it back and hold. Curtsy. 1 and 2. Bring it through. Knee lift up. 2. And hold it up. Battement 2. Are you ready to take it into our sequence? Cross to curtsy and back. Bring it through, up, toe tap, hold for battement, bring it back, lunge, curtsy, and back. Pull forward, lift, knee lift up, and battement. Bring it up, step back, curtsy, and step through, lift, down and up, battement, and lift. Take it back, curtsy, step through. Try not to rush that pace, especially as you start to get a little bit fatigued. It's easy to speed it up. When you think of speeding it up, it's a sign to slow it down. Hold it up there for that one. Good. 3 more times. cross, back, and up. Tap and lift. Battement, that's one. We have two more. Cross for curtsy. Lift. Down. Good. Just one more. And across. Knee lift. Hold. Battement. Bring it back down. Holding it there. Starting now with feet in a second position. So take them out wide. Knees go over your middle toes. So let's start with an upright row as we take it into a deep squat. Inhale, exhale. When you rise up, think of pushing the mat away with your feet into the floor, all the way down through, across that top of your foot. So that top end of your foot, under the big toe, right down to the little toe. I want you to push down through there, so through the ball of your foot, through the heel, and down through the middle of the foot as well. See if you can lift that arch a little bit. That's it, getting it really firing up, nice and deep. The more focus you put on how you rise up out of this. 3, push it away. 2, or 1, holding it here. So we're just going to hold those weights like they're 1. Take it down, lift it up, good. Take it down, lift it up for 4 more. 4, lift. 3, lift. 2, lift. Hold it up the top, take those weights apart. Okay, so bring the arms down, palms facing forward, bring it down, bring it up again, hold it there, and 1 more, down and up, hold it there, let's squat, down, hold it up the top, bring it down and up. Good, when you reach up, hold it there, to the shoulders for a squat, push it up, bring it down, bring it up, and down for a squat. Nice work. Still thinking of how you're moving. And lift. And squat. 1 more like that. And down. Pull nice and tall. Down for a squat. This time we're going to do a little bit different. We're going to go down and then up. Hold it there as we squat down deep. Lift it up. Come down. Bring it up. Hold it there. Let's go down. Keep those ribs in. And 1 more. And up. And down. And up. Let's go through those legs again. Bring the weights together for 4. 3. 2. Or 1. Hold it up here. Open the arms down and up. Hold them up. Squat down. If you need to bring them down to the shoulders, make sure you do that. You can build up to this one. If you need to drop those weights, do that too. 2 more like that. Take it down. Pull it up. Down and up. Or 1 more. Down and up. All right, holding it here. Let's swing through the legs. 4 and up. 3. 2. Or 1. Let's do that 1 more set through. Let's go. Down and up for 4. Lift. 3. Lift. And 2. Standing core work. Pretty strong. 1 more. Up, hold it there. Let's come down and up for 4. 3. Knees out over the middle toes. Knit the ribs in. 2. Or 1. Break it down for 2 now. Down for 1. And up. 2. Hold it up. Let's go down into a squat for 2. All right, let's do a few singles now. Let's go down and up, squatting down deep and up. Let's open, close and hold, down, lift, through. 3 more now. This is 3. Hold. Take it down and up. And 2. One more. And down. And up. Bring it all the way down now. Nice work, guys. Feeling pretty strong now. We're just going to go side to side through those knees. Bending. Starting to get a little bit of a glow up. Make sure you always have your towel and your drink bottle nearby. Remember, pause whenever you need to so you don't miss out on anything. All right, we're just going to go across towards the knee. Rotate through the waist. We're not slouching into this, just bringing in some nice rotation through the waist. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down a little bit further, down towards, and you can lean on that leg for a bit of support as you come down. And down. Next time, drop one weight down, other weight down. Pick one up, pick the other one up. Drop it down. Take it down. Pick it up. Pick it up. Down, down, and up, and up. A few more here. Draw that belly in. And down. And pick it up. Pick it up. 2 more times. Down, down, up, and up. 1 more. Down, and down, and up, and up. Bring it up. Nice work. We're just going to take both weights in one hand, coming over with your forearm on that leg. Reach down towards the toe. I want a nice long spine here. Let's pull and release. Pull, release. Draw the belly in, tuck it in, pull in for 5. We've got 5. Control that release. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come to center. Change hands. Let's go over. Prepare. Always prepare with your alignment first. We don't want to be out of alignment when we go into a strong movement like this. 5, 4, anchor that little toe down of that straight leg. 3, 2, 1. Back to center. I'm going to draw those feet in a little bit closer now. All right, we're going to take both hands, both weights into your right hand now. As an option, remember, you can always just pop one weight down if you choose. I'm going to take that other arm out to the side. And for this one, we're going to take it down. Okay, we keep this arm out to the side, then we're going to push it through and up to the ceiling. Bend the elbow, take it down. Push through and lift. Take it down. Press. Down we go and press it up. Bend and squat. Push it away. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale. So we want that exhale on the push. That's it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And up. Woo. Changing sides. So we're going to bring that other arm out, your right arm out. I'm going to bend the knees, take it down. Push and press. Take it down. Push and press. Inhale, exhale. Good. So you get a little bit more used to the move. You can go deeper. You can go stronger. And up. 6, press. 5, press it away. 4, press. 3, press. 2, press it away. 1 more, press, and take the weights into alternate hands now. Move the feet a bit closer and parallel. We're going to hinge forward through the spine. So we've got that neutral spine. Draw the ribs in, so you don't want the ribs flaring out here. Bring the weights in, crown long, fly, bring it down, fly, bring it down. Just finishing it off here, guys, before we change things up. We've got 10, 9, 8. Maybe hinge forward a bit more, maybe pick it up a bit more. See how you're feeling. Always looking into your body for clues, and self-correction is the name of the game as you start to learn more about your body. 2 more, and 1 more. And we're going to bring it all the way back up. All right, we're going to take it down. Coming down onto the mat now, we're going to go over into an all fours position. So making sure, and here is where a mirror comes in really handy too, that you have your knees under your hips and your hands under the shoulders. Okay, we want to be in that nice strong position. All right, so we're just going to place one of your weights down at the moment and take one of your weights into your hand. So I've got mine in my right hand. Okay, so we're just going to tuck the toes under. That's if you're using weights, guys. Of course, don't worry about it if you're not. So we're just lifting and lowering through those knees, pushing down through the toes and through the hands to lift. And you'll notice that I'm not collapsing through my body or through my shoulders. A lot of core engagement here. Lifting for 5, 4, putting it all the way down. So you're shifting the weight. That's an important component of this one. 3, 2, 1. Next time holding it down there. So this arm with the weight in it, you're going to bring it out to the side for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, lifting it up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it down and lift 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding it down. This time we're going to lift up through the knees and right up into a pike. Holding it there, bring it down, hold, and lift out to the side for 1 only. Hold it down, lift up, pike, bring it through and down, hold, and open. Good. This time we're going to come up. We're going to see if we can bring that right foot, right hand towards your right ankle, then bring it back down, then lower, and then lift. Okay, so taking it down, lift up pike, bring it through. So you're finding that instability. And remember, always working with balance and instability, because I want you to look after your longevity and your brain. And balance is a very, very important. It's a crucial part of protecting yourself from dementia and Alzheimer's. It's one of the key factors. How much balance you have in your body, how much awareness you have of your body. It's a key indication of preventing those neuro diseases. A couple more here. Open and close. Lift it up. Take it through and back. 1 more. Open and close. Lift up and through and back down. Okay, we're going to hold it there. Turn around now. Keep the weight in the same hand. We're going to lift it up to the ceiling. Okay, so lifting and lowering through that top leg. Your foot is flexed and your foot is parallel to the ceiling on that top leg. See how my crown is nice and long? I'm not hunched forward. My arm is long. Drop the weight if you don't need it, guys, okay? Pulsing it up now. We've got 10. Lift up through your bottom waist. 7, that makes a difference. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Okay, taking that weight through, then lifting it up. Lift the weight up and down. Good. Taking the weight through, thread the needle, pick it up, lift and lower. Take that weight through, pick it up, lift and lower. When you take it through, you might want to lift through that bottom leg and then lift and lower. All right, so just adding that sneaky little bottom leg raise, up, lift and lower, Maybe extend that leg out long, giving you a few options there. And through. 3 more only. That's 1. 2. And 3. And bring it all the way back down now. All right, we're going to do those to the other side now. So I'm going to turn this way. You can stay the same way, it's fine. All right, so we're just going to change hands. One weight stays down. We're on all fours, and we're just going to start with the toes tucked under, pushing away into the mat, lift and lower, up and down. Lift and lower. So knit through the belly, knit through the ribs, sorry, draw in through the belly. So you engage, you exhale on the lift, inhale as you softly land. Exhale, lift, inhale, softly land. And we have 4 more on this side. 3, 2, or 1. Holding it down here. And we're going to lift and lower to the side for 4, 3, 2, or 1. Hold it down. Let's lift and lower 4, 3, 2, or 1. Bring it down, out to the side, 4, 3, 2. Ready for some singles now. Let's go. Up and down for 1, side and back for 1. Lift and lower 1, open and close 1. 3 more times. Up and down, open and close. 2 more. Up and down, open and close. 1 more. Up and down, and open and close. Good. So we're going to take it onto the side now, taking that weight up to the ceiling. All right, flexing that foot, making sure the foot is parallel to the ceiling, parallel to the floor. Lift and lower, and up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. And now we're going to thread the needle for 4, 3, and up. Take it underneath towards that back of the elbow. 1 more. Hold it up. Good. So then we're going to add that lift in the lower and thread. So we've got singles. Now remember, on the lift in the lower, you're going to then have the option to lift that bottom leg as you thread the needle. Lift and lower for 1. Thread the needle. Nice control. Don't try and go quickly. Maybe take that bottom leg long and up. And thread the needle. Nice work, guys. We've got 3 more here. Lift and lower 1. Thread the needle. 2 more. 1 more. And we are done on this side too. Okay, we're going to bring it down a notch into our warm down now. So let's take those weights out of the equation and come down onto the belly. Over onto the belly. Let's take our hands just underneath the shoulders, holding it here. We're going to take an inhale. Then on the exhale, draw your elbows into the waist. And without pushing down, I want you to lift a little bit more than you push. Just rising up using your back muscles and lower down. So we want to take an inhale to rise up. Exhale to lower down. 2 more like that. Feel your glutes engage. Keep your feet down on the floor. 1 more. and back down. Good. I'm going to reach the arms out to the front. And from here, I'm going to lift the opposite arm and leg. So your head is just relaxed. You can take your forehead to the floor. You're going to lift the right arm and the left leg without twisting the body. I want you to feel that your hip bones stay on the floor, both hip bones, even the hip bone of that lifting leg. Let's try not to lift that. I want you to engage the glutes. Try not to bend the knee. I want you to lift with a locked out knee, straight legs. Lift and lower. Just 4 more. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. Reach as you lift as well. 2 more. Last one. And all the way down. Let's just bring those hands back and tuck the toes. Push up onto the knees. Bring it back into a cat-cow now. It's finding your way into your all fours. So take an inhale. Then on the exhale, scoot through the belly. Come up to your cat stretch. Inhale, unfold, unzip from the ribs all the way down to the pubic bone. Exhale, start to zip up from pubic bone towards the ribs again. Inhale, reverse it. 1 more time. And exhale, tuck and scoop. And inhale, back down, back to a neutral spine. Let's take your right foot forward. Okay, going to just stay here and stretch through the hips, and I want you to come back a little bit and tuck that hip forward. So you want to squeeze the glutes, tuck that hip forward to really get some length through that hip flexor. Maybe reach it up through the arms. Maybe hinge back a little bit and then bring it back down. Okay, so taking both hands on the inside of that foot, holding that stretch again in a different position. And then we're going to come into a hamstring stretch. And as we do this one, feel free to come into your variation of front split stretch. So we want to go as far as you can, but without feeling like you have to be in a certain position. Okay, so until you feel that stretch. The only way you're going to improve your flexibility, though, is by going out of your comfort zone for a bit longer. Breathe through it here. If you want to pulse, it's very gentle pulses, very gentle. Down and up. And then we're going to sweep that leg back. Let's take your other foot forward. So again, we're going to come up now and we're going to tuck the bum, tuck the hip and stretch through that front hip. Maybe you'll reach those arms up and feel that stretch grow through your front hip. When I say front hip, I mean the hip of the foot that's behind you. Good, bring those hands down now, inside your foot, if you can. If you can go down onto the forearms, that's fine. So I know that you may do yoga as well. So whatever your flexibility is, just work with that. Feel free to go as deep as you like in these stretches. And we've got our front split. One side will feel different to the other, especially if you've got a little bit of tightness from a strain like I do in this side. So you just look after your body, but you also know the difference between getting out of your uncomfortable comfort zone and needing to look after an injury if you need to. Okay, so sliding it back all the way. Okay, so then we're going to tuck the toes under, come right up and walking your feet up and down. That feels good right up through from the back of your foot, through the Achilles to your calves, and right up through the back of your body. You can push the mat away with your hands. You'll feel that nice pike shape enhance this stretch. And then walk your feet up towards your hands. Let's just hang there for a moment, either hands on the floor. If you want to hang in ragdoll, let the weight of your head just let your spine release. And take an inhale, release the elbows, and then exhale, rounding all the way up. Let's take an inhale, reach overhead. Interlace your fingers off to the right side. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back. Bend your knees, calming down. Let's open up through the shoulder blades. So expand your shoulder blades, tuck the belly and the ribs away from the hands, pull the hands away from the belly and chest. And then open up, palms face forward as your chest comes forward. Chest comes up, heart comes forward. Breathe into that chest, breathe into those lungs. Push it out to the back. Roll your shoulders, guys. We are all done. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you on the mat next time.